Good evening, everybody, or good morning, or good night, or good afternoon, depending on where you're watching this in the world. I'm sorry that you have to look at this ugly mug. Okay? Sorry. But this is what I really look like nowadays. I'm not pretty anymore. I'm ugly. So I'm sorry that you have to look at this because I didn't have room on my phone. And I've gained weight and all this stuff, and because I just thought that I could just eat whatever I wanted and not exercise that much and whatever. I didn't take care of my body because I'm forgetful. Whatever. So I'm ugly. Okay, you have to look at this ugly mug. Sorry. I'm aggravated all of a sudden for some reason. I have no idea what it is, but it's probably, I think it started from whenever I was talking to Brandon. Yep, I'm calling him out on video that nobody's going to watch anyway. So what does it matter? That's a whole nother subject. I'm getting off the subject, but I have no idea how much time I have on here anyway. So, okay, I've only got like the back of this page left. See, I literally wrote all this stuff down. I know it's dark and you can't see. I'm using a laptop and the camera on this thing is crap. But, sorry. Sorry, laptops. Lord Jesus, forgive me for that. And everybody else in the whole world. But anyway, I'm just aggravated. I'm aggravated for some reason. I'm aggravated. But it's dark and at least you don't have to look too much at my ugly face. Yes, I know. My throat is hurting and it's saying, listen, you have an ugly face. Yeah, I know. I know. I have an ugly face. I've gotten ugly over the years. Yes, thank you. Because Sarah and her cigarettes hurting her throat. It's probably another reason why I'm ugly, because I smoked for so many years. Yep, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna keep that hidden anymore from everybody in the whole world. Why not? Yes, I've smoked for years, on and off, since I was in high school, since I was 17. I have smoked cigarettes for years. Okay, I just recently quit smoking. March 8th was my last day. I was able to quit cold turkey. Somehow, some way, after all these years, since I was 17 years old, I was able to quit cold turkey. Somehow. Oh, another miracle? Who knows? Do miracles still happen? I think so. Whatever. Okay, anyway. I'm perturbed for some reason. Probably because I have to show my ugly face. That's probably why. And the fact that I was talking to Brandon on Messenger and... Anyway, I'll just make a whole new video about that. Okay, so... Switching gears. Okay. So the number 12... Letter L in April is the 12th letter of the alphabet. Yes, I know, Al. Nobody wants to spend time with me. I know, I get it. I'm talking to the poking in my body. Whoever's poking me in my body. Yes, there's videos on that on YouTube too that nobody watches. It's a good thing I got God, because if I didn't have God, Jesus, and the angels, I would be screwed. That's all I'm saying. I would be screwed, and not in a good way. Okay, I might get a little lewd on here, but And not in a good way, because I feel like nobody in this world cares about me at all, except for God. That's what I feel like. That's what I told Jeremy. I was like, I feel like nobody cares what happens to me at all. I swear I would be screwed if it wasn't for God and the angels. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Okay, anyway. Yeah, well, I'm sorry that you're scared. Okay? But I'm scared too. And I've been scared for years and years and years. This is what I do. Okay? I know. I look like Whoopi Goldberg on Ghosts. And I'm all like talking to people who aren't really there. But they're really there because I'm feeling the poking inside my body. I know I sound like a crazy person. I'm crazy. Okay, anyway, so back to what I was doing. I'm going to get this out one way or another. A lot of times I can ignore the poking going on inside my body. That's what people have told me to do in the past, because I'm like, how do I deal with this poking on the inside of my body? I was like, I have to figure out how to deal with it. There has to be a way to be able to deal with it, because I just can't. It's been 11 years. 11 years this is going on, and I'm just like, sometimes you're like, I wish I couldn't feel anything on the inside of my body at all. Nowadays, I don't mind it as much. It's gotten better, but sometimes it's still annoying. Sorry, but it is. I should be free to say whatever I want sometimes, right? Let's hope so, because everybody else in the whole world gets to say whatever they want sometimes. So, why shouldn't I? Why should I be the exception to the rule? Why can't I be free to say whatever I want sometimes? I don't have anybody to talk to about anything besides Jeremy. I'm gonna freaking lose my mind if I don't. And I've almost done it like a couple of times in the last 11 years. Okay, well, about 4 times. Not gonna lie. 4 times. You don't have anybody to talk to, you start to lose your freaking mind. So I have to talk to people that aren't really there. I have to talk to the poking on the inside of my body because I have nobody else to talk to. And I have to sound like a crazy person. Okay, anyway. Luke chapter 2, verse 40 through 52 gives us a glimpse into Jesus' early life. He records the earliest chord. I just felt poking in my body. Yeah, okay, evidently we're doing that now. You know what? I'm not thinking. I'm just doing. Chord. I remember I posted a video on Facebook, and I watched a video from Living Waters with, what's his face? It's the same name as Ray Brown. Ray. Something Ray. Ray. What's his name? Ray. Something. Anyway. Cord is the name of a demon, according to this guy on Facebook. And which side is this? Left. My left knee just got poked. There's no other way to explain it. I've said this before in several of my videos. I sound like a freaking crazy person. If somebody asked me back in the day, that I would be talking to poking on the inside of my body, I wouldn't have believed them, probably. Who knows? I don't know. My mom told me that I believed everything everybody said, and I just went with the flow back in the day. So, and nowadays, like, I'm really skeptical about stuff. Like, the world has made me into a skeptical person and a non-trusting person. And I used to trust everybody in the whole world. And I used to think that everybody in the whole world was trustworthy and everybody could, trust everybody. And I was naive. Okay? I have had so much happen to me in the last 11 years and before that I've became a non-trusting person. I've just now recently not thought about trusting people. I sound like a freaking crazy person. I know I'm crazy. Okay? I know. And not in a good way. Not like crazy love. She gives me love, 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 crazy love. No, I know. I'm not Jesus. I'm not crazy love. I'm not love. I'm not Jesus. I'm not Michael Jackson. I'm not anybody but me. If I was Jesus, like I said, this world would be a different place. Just believe you me. But it isn't. So, I can't do anything about it. All I can do is pray. That's all I can do. So anyway, cord. So, yes, I am evidently possessed by demons. Still, evidently. And evidently that is what is poking me on the inside of my body, evidently, or making my muscles contract or whatever. Because Cord is a demon in that video that I watched. Evidently, I'm possessed by both. Oh, yeah. Is it possible? Oh, that's what I'm getting ready to find out. I'm getting ready to find out if it is possible to be possessed by both the good and the bad. Oh, yeah, I know. Now I sound like a really, really, really crazy person. But I have an open mind. Unlike some people in this world. I.e. Jeremy. The guy I live with. He doesn't believe anything. He doesn't believe that anybody is doing this to me. At all. And I'm like, well, I've believed in God and demons since I was in high school and all this good stuff. So, I believe in this stuff. I believe that people can get possessed by demons. I believe that animals can be possessed by demons. I believe that anything can be possessed by a demon. Literally anything. An inanimate object. This coffee cup can be possessed by a demon. Spirits could be attached to this coffee cup. If it wanted to. This is my coffee cup that reminds me of... I got it at Fresh Market, so for some reason, I have no idea why my brain went there, but it reminded me of my freshman year in high school for some reason. Fresh Market, I don't know. Anyway. But, yeah, it's a really cool coffee cup. They've got really cool sayings on them and stuff like that. But anyway, so I'm just saying, for example, this coffee cup could be possessed by a demon or have a spirit attached to it or whatever. I believe that stuff, okay? Why? Freaking no. I don't freaking have any idea. Power? That's the only thing I can think of is power. They can't do... Here we go again with respect, pain, respect, pain, respect, pain. It's always about respect, and it's evidently always about Michael Jackson, and it's always about, I'm like, no, my life does not revolve around Michael Jackson anymore. I've got too much other stuff to do. Sorry. But there's too much going on in the world, and that is not what I am supposed to be doing. Okay? Sorry. I'm aggravated. For some reason, I'm just aggravated. I have no idea why. I just am. Well, I think I know why. For one, I'm aggravated because you have to look at this ugly mug and that I'm ugly. And it's my fault that I'm ugly because, I didn't take care of myself. I didn't, I didn't think about, my metabolism slowing down after 40 and all this stuff. I didn't think about that stuff. So it's my fault that I look like this, probably. Because I don't exercise like I'm supposed to, and, I'm not an exercisey kind of person. Like, I don't go to the gym and, like, lift weights and all that good stuff. That's not me. Like, I'll, like, do cardio and stuff like that. Like, I walk all the time and stuff like that. And I used to do, like, sit-ups and flutter kicks and stuff like that. But, like, I know I can't commit myself to doing that, so I just don't do it. So I know it's my fault. It's my fault that I'm like this. That I look like this. It's my fault. It's all my fault. I know it is. Plus, I think, I could be wrong, but that pastor in Illinois, whenever I was living in Illinois, I remember Pastor Whitlock was his name. I would walk to church whenever I lived in the trailer in Benton back in 2013, 2014, whenever I had to move to Benton. And I would walk to church. He told me that I was going to get fat. Why would a pastor speak that onto somebody? He's like, you're going to get fat. I'm like, and I didn't think about it at the time for some reason. Sometimes how you're just in the moment and you're just not thinking about, it's not really hitting you what's going on. He probably spoke that on me. He probably spoke something on me and didn't know that he was doing it. Because I believe in that stuff. I believe that we have power. The Bible says that there's power in the tongue. So, whenever we say something, we can sometimes speak it into existence. And it manifests itself into real life. And it'll happen. Sometimes. Maybe not all the time, but sometimes. So anyway, back to what I was doing. This video is going to be a bazillion hours long if I don't focus. Okay, so Jesus was 12 years old. Luke chapter 2, verse 49. Okay, all I've got is this back page left. That's all I got. This video is like a bazillion hours long because I'm frustrated. Okay, the high priest's breastplate, also called the breastplate of decision, had 12 stones embedded in it. The Urim and the Thummim. I cannot say that word, okay. Thummim. I swear to Moses, that's what it says. Thummim. Thummim. That's what it looks like. Is this? Were part of the high priest's breastplate. They were to primarily be used to consult God on important matters. 1 Samuel chapter 28, verse 3 through 6. And Numbers chapter 27, verse 21. Okay, so that is all for that. Okay, so there's. Alright, now, next. The time of the eclipse. The time I thought was at 2:02, but I looked it up and it said it was at 3:15. So 3:15 Eastern time, but it was 2 o'clock Central time. And then I didn't go any further, any deeper into that. Yeah, I evidently forgot to do that. Okay, so, okay. And the English word for April comes from the Latin word Aprilius, which was given to the month by the ancient Romans. And the name could come from the Latin word apriere, which means to open, because April opened the flowers and leaves. The season, April starts the spring season and all that good stuff. And it's associated with renewal. April, Hebrew is Nisan, begins April 9th. In Hebrew. Okay, so Nisan is the Hebrew word for April. Okay. And it begins April 9th. In the Jewish calendar, it is Passover. It's a Passover ritual feast. The Seder table or the Cedar table. Evidently, that's what the feast is called, is the Cedar or Seder table. Nisan 15. And it's the Jewish New Year. Okay, so. Yeah, if you can get through that rant and all that good stuff, yeah, you can get to the Eclipse stuff. But, okay, so this video is like a bazillion hours long. No, it's only like 22 minutes and something. But anyway, so, again, sorry that you have to look at this ugly face. And, but my phone needs to be charged, and I need room on my phone to make more videos and all that, so I gotta delete stuff off my phone so that I can make more videos and all that good stuff. So I'll have to check it here in a little while. My body is evidently, whoever's controlling the inside of my body is evidently telling me to stop, because it just put me in pain. Yeah, I thought I was free, but evidently I'm not. Evidently I'm not one of the people who are free. I have to do what the inside of my body tells me to do all the time. I did that one time, and it lied to me. Oh, I remember. I remember praying about it, and I remember being told that the inside of my body lies sometimes. That's why I'm in pain, because lies hurt. And people who don't like you physically hurt you. That's what I was taught. That's my old school thinking, is that people who don't like you physically hurt you. Well, they didn't physically hurt you if they didn't like you, but like, I have never dealt with this much physical pain in my entire life. Like, thank God it's not as bad as it used to be, because I was getting ready to lose it there for a while. I about lost my mind again for the 5th time just recently, this year, because I was still in so much pain, and all this stuff. I couldn't take it. I'm not gonna lie. I was literally sitting in my rocker recliner bawling my eyes out. Because I was just so tired of the pain. And I was just so tired. I just felt so tired. It was a combination of so many things. You know, I was tired, and I asked Cole. I was like, that I used to work with at Penn Station. Oh yeah, I know, I'm telling all my stuff, and I'm probably not supposed to do that. But, you know what? I figure if people are going to find me to do bad stuff to me, you know, whatever. What can you do to me that hasn't already been done to me? You know, that's what I feel like sometimes. But, you know what? But, like, I know that, you know, it could be worse, and I know Jeremy always tells me that, and all this stuff, but it is getting better, and I am very thankful for that. The pain is getting better, it's lessened, and I am very thankful. I am very thankful and very grateful for it. Because I was about to lose my mind again. And, like, I'm just, I know that people don't want to hear bad stuff. They don't want to hear bad stuff. So you lie, and you tell little white lies, and you say, I'm fine. That's why that's me and Danielle's song. Because we tell little white lies whenever we're not fine. People ask us if we're okay, and we tell them that we're okay. People do it all the time. They do it all the time. Because nobody wants to hear, yes, I know, nobody wants to hear about the bad stuff going on in your life. That's how I feel. I feel like people are getting to the point to where they don't care about what happens to you. Is that another Bible prophecy come true? Because it says in the Bible that people will be lovers of themselves. They will, which means that they will only care about what is going on with them, and they won't care about anybody else. That's what I think that it means. I haven't delved any deeper into it, but I think that that's what it means. It means that they'll be lovers of themselves, and it'll say that they'll have a cold heart or something like that. That they're. So is that what's happening? Because all these videos that I've been watching lately, like a lot of them, there's just bad stuff going on everywhere. Like, that's a whole nother video that I'm gonna make. But I'm just saying, you know, is that what's happening? Is it slowly happening that people don't care? That whatever this spirit is that is coming upon the world or whatever is just gonna make people not care about anybody anymore? Because I remember back in the day when people used to care about people. And, you know, what happened to people? It's just what I feel like. And I'm frustrated. And I don't have anybody to talk to about it. And like I said, I sound like a crazy person because I talk to the poking on the inside of my body. And whoever's put me in physical pain. If somebody told me that I would be doing this in my life, I probably would have told them that they're crazy. No, I wouldn't have, because I'm not like that. Because I'm not mean like people say that I am. People say that I'm mean, but I'm not. Yes, have I said mean things before in the past? Yes, I have, because I've been in pain. I was in physical pain, and just being thrust into this without any warning at all. A person has to learn to adjust, to acclimate themselves to new things that are happening to them. Sometimes it takes me a while to adjust to things. Like, I don't like things to change. Okay, I'm just saying. Like, I'm like that kind of person. I want things to stay the same, like all the time. But because, I like stability in my life. And I need stability in my life. And, thank God that I lived in a home until I was 18 years old and we didn't have to move around all the time and stuff like that, like some people do. I'm really thankful for that. Like, good stuff happened and bad stuff happened. But I'm just saying that, like, I thank God for that stability because that's what I needed. I needed that stability in my life for something to stay the same for a long period of time. But after I was 18 and I was married to Dave Cunningham and my first husband, and, we were in the military, so we had to move every 3 years. Well, he was a corpsman in the Navy. And, so we were stationed in Millington, Tennessee, and Jacksonville, North Carolina. And we were stationed with the Marines at Camp Lejeune, Jacksonville, North Carolina. And then in Marion, Illinois, he was a recruiter. So we moved a lot. So I had to get used to that. But it was easier to do for me because I had somebody. I had somebody to go through it with. Like, literally, like, for real. So it was easier. But for the most part, I like things to stay the same. I'm not really, but I've gotten used to, over the years, having things changing. Having, it's not the same as it used to be. And that sucks. It sucks. I don't want that. I don't want it to be like that. I don't want for the world to change, and especially not for the bad. If it's gonna change for the good. Make good stuff happen. But people just think that it's because I feel like I've been to hell and back, is what it feels like. Like, in some of my dreams. Like, I feel like I've literally been to hell and back. And but so anyway, I shouldn't care what people think about me. I don't as much anymore care about what people think about me, because I know whenever I don't have all this going on the inside of my body, I know I've said that several times in these videos, that I'm a good person and I care about people. And, that's just how I was made. That's me. And yes, have I said horrible, bad things in the last 11 years? Yes, I have. I have, and I can't take them back. I have no idea. I can't remember everything that I've said, but I know that I haven't been a good person. But, and the combination of not being a good person and being ugly, and, and then you're ugly on the inside and ugly on the outside, and, the whole, Shallow Hal movie. and all this good stuff. And I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with being alone. I've been alone for 17 years pretty much. And I've only had 8 friends in 17 years. And a lot of them have left. And I haven't seen them since. And I have 3 friends left. And this is a whole nother subject. Like, for real. And, like, I don't get it. I don't get why nobody really wants to be around me. I was told this poking on the inside of my body is told that it's because I'm mean and I'm ugly. Is what it's telling me. It's telling me that I'm ugly and I'm mean, and that's why nobody wants to be my friend. Oh. But the thing is if nobody gives me a chance, nobody will know how I really am. That's the thing, is that nobody will know who I really am if they don't give me a chance. I take a risk with people. I've done it in the past. And all I ever get is people wanting to have sex with me. That's all I get. People naked on Messenger, and I'll click on the phone and there's naked, like, I can't avoid it. It's like right there. You click on Messenger and there's a naked body right there, and their penis is right there in front of you. And it's like, and I'm like holding the phone up like this, like, I don't want to see that. Everybody was like that. Okay, well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people on Messenger. That's why I took Messenger off my phone for a while. And I was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not this person. I don't have sex with people that I've never met before. Okay? I did it once. Once in my whole life. Okay? And people evidently think that I'm going to do that all the time now or something. I have no idea. I probably shouldn't have said that. But whatever. Nobody watches these videos anyway. So, does it really matter what I say? I was told that it doesn't. The inside of my body, the poking on the inside of my body told me that it doesn't matter what I say. And it doesn't matter what I think. Because I don't matter. And that, I'm telling you, it's evil sometimes. The inside of my body is evil sometimes. Like, physical pain, like, to me, like, I still have old school in me. And it's like, you ain't gonna get rid of it. Okay? I grew up in the 80s and 90s. Okay? Whoever this is that's doing this to me, like, they're evidently trying to, like, reform my mind or transform my mind into this new way of thinking or something. And it's like, it's taken me a long time to adjust to what has been going on with me. Because I'm like, pain is bad. Pain is not good. You have physical pain in your body, and it's not good. It means that somebody doesn't like you. Because in my mind, I'm like, why would somebody physically hurt somebody that they like. Like, that's just how I was raised. That's what the world taught me growing up, was you don't physically hurt people that you like or that you love. And, if you do, well, there's a reason for it. It's probably not good. So it's taken me a while, like there for a long time. Somebody tried to convince me that pain was love. And I was like, I just could not wrap my brain around that. I could not get myself to think that pain was love, that if somebody was physically hurting you, that was love. That somebody loved you, they were physically hurting you, and they're physically hurting you because they love you. And I just couldn't wrap my brain around it. I know I've gotten off onto this whole subject and all this good stuff, but I'm just saying that I've been through a lot of stuff. A lot. And yeah, I know. The inside of my body has tried to convince me that Jesus wants to hurt me and that angels want to physically hurt me. And it just occurred to me, I'm getting ready to look that up too, is that are angels allowed to physically hurt you? Because I didn't think that until the tribulation started, and the tribulation hasn't started. I don't believe that we are in the end times yet, because it says in the Bible that yes, there'll be wars and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. It says that in the Bible, and I believe everything that the Bible says. Sorry, but I do. And I'm sorry for those people that don't believe in the Bible, but I've been believing in God, like I said, since high school. I was raised Catholic, used to go to Catholic church all the time. Like, I've always had some sort of God around me all the time. So, I don't believe that we're in the end times yet. I believe what the Bible says. I believe that we are getting close. We're getting close to the end times, and, all this stuff that is going on. Anyway, but that's like a whole nother video. I'm just going off on this rant tonight for some reason. Oh well. If people don't like it, you know what? I don't even care anymore. I've gotten to the point where I don't care if you think I'm mean. I'm not one of these people that have to have everybody in the whole world like them. I know who I am. And whoever this is that's controlling the inside of my body has tried to convince me that I am not who I am. And I have literally had to fight it for 11 years, and it gets tiring after a while. It's because I feel like every day is a fight. I have felt that way for 11 years. And I have to try to convince the inside of my body that angels don't want to hurt people, and that God doesn't want to hurt people, and God doesn't physically hurt people, and have to look that up. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to get on the internet and I'm going to look it up and I'm going to find out if angels are allowed to physically hurt people before the tribulation. I know that they're told that they can hurt people after the tribulation. It's in the Bible somewhere. I forgot. But not before the tribulation. And do you know how much pain I have been in? Well, if anybody has been watching my videos, which I check my videos every now and then, and I think the most I'll have, like, on one of my videos is, like, 4 views. And that's it. And it's only on my shorts that there's, like, bazillions of people that watch. It's only my shorts, for some reason, that people want to watch. Like, nobody wants to watch any of my long videos. And I have no idea why. Maybe because people don't know that, I'm making the videos, but that's why I post them. And, you have to tell people that you're making videos in order for people to know that you're making videos. Everybody else in the whole world does it. Why can't I? I believe that there are things that need to be said. Yes, I know. Sometimes I just ramble on about stuff and, like, whatever, but anyway, this video is 47 minutes long, so I'm gonna have to make another video. So, because I haven't talked in a really long time, and it's weird. Like I said in the video, it's weird to hear myself talk because I'm not used to talking anymore, because I felt like for a long time I wasn't supposed to talk. And, like, I get it sometimes. Like, I get why, we're not supposed to talk sometimes. But, like, I literally felt that, like, every minute of every second of every single day and night that I was not supposed to talk. You know what? I want to be free just like everybody else. But evidently, I'm still not free. And whenever I say free, just in case anybody who doesn't know, it comes from the movie, the Harry Potter movie, when Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, gives Dobby a sock because Dobby's a slave. And Dobby has to do everything that What's-His-Face tells him to do. And then once Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, gives Dobby a sock, he has to give him a piece of clothing, and so he gives him a sock in order for him to be free, so he doesn't have to be a slave anymore, and he doesn't have to do What's-His-Face tells him to do all the time. That's what I mean whenever I say free. Free to say and do what I want sometimes. And I don't have to be controlled. And, well, you can only say what I tell you to say. And, for those of you who don't know, I've watched the Harry Potter movies, like, several times. I love the Harry Potter movies. Hermione is, like, my favorite. Like, I like all of them, but for some reason, I have no idea why, but Hermione was, like, my favorite. But anyway, that's what I mean. Like, being free to say and do what we want sometimes. Like, I know that we can't do it all the time because, there are laws and, rules and all this good stuff. But sometimes it's good for people to just say whatever they want sometimes. And to do whatever they want sometimes. Because people need that. They need to be able to say and do whatever they want to a certain degree. Like, there's some bad stuff that, you just shouldn't do. But do I really have to mention these bad things? But you know what I'm saying. But, like, it's good for people to just, get it out and to vent. And, people need that. That's how we were made. You can't always hold this stuff in. I've tried it before. Oh, believe me. I've tried it. And I'm not very good at it. I can't hold in my feelings all the time and pretend like I'm not feeling how I'm feeling. And I'm not good at it anymore. I used to be good at it, but I'm not that good at it anymore. Like, I cannot put on a facade for everybody in the whole world and just pretend that everything's okay whenever it's not. As I've gotten older, for some reason, I can't do it. So there are times whenever I just have to say how I'm really feeling. And there's a song, it's one of my favorite songs. It's okay not to be okay. And I forgot who sings it, but I love that song so much because, people need to hear that it's okay to not be okay sometimes. It's okay to vent and to be able to say stuff because it's not healthy to bottle stuff up inside and to keep it all inside and to keep all your emotions inside and how you're feeling and literally everything just bottled up inside and you're not allowed to say anything about it at all. That's not healthy. That's how people lose their freaking minds and they go crazy. Like, not in a good way. Because it's because we're not made like that. People are made to converse with each other and, communicate with each other and talk to each other and to be with each other and, and all this stuff. We weren't made to just be like people who don't talk. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I'm probably going to be saying a lot of stuff, and my videos are probably going to be really long. And there's probably going to be a lot of them. So I apologize ahead of time, and I'm sorry. I'm so, so, so sorry. But there's stuff that I got to say, or else I'm going to lose my mind and go crazy. Not that I haven't already gone crazy, because the inside of my body's told me that I'm crazy. And then somebody literally told me that I was crazy. I didn't think that she would ever say that, but yes, a Christian told me that I was crazy. It was either that or I've thought about it for a while and I thought maybe I was just hearing things. Maybe people have illusions or delusions or hallucinations or whatever. I'm like, maybe I hallucinated it or something. A lot of crazy stuff goes on. A lot of weird crazy stuff goes on in my life, and it has for a really, really, really long time. So anyway, I'm gonna make another video, and because this is now at 55 minutes and 19 seconds. 20 seconds. 20, 21, 22, 27. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. I'm going to get into this all these other subjects later. But, yeah. Okay. So, anyway, if anybody watches this video, which I know people are probably not going to watch this video. You know, I've had people tell me, oh, I'll watch your video, and then they don't do it. Yeah, probably not gonna watch my video, but at least I tried, and you know, this gives me something to do besides sit around and stare at the floor or whatever's in the apartment. So, yeah. So that's another reason why I'm going to keep making these videos. I know that I've been told to stop making these videos. I've been told to stop doing a lot of stuff. Like, if I stopped doing everything that I've been told to stop doing, I would be dead. And I'm not dead as far as I know. Unless somebody faked my death and didn't tell me that they faked my death, and I'm dead to everybody in the whole world, and that's what I've thought. That's why nobody talks to me. Like, what did I do? Did I die and nobody told me? Or what? Like, what is really going on? So yeah, it's just crazy. Like, I don't get what goes on sometimes. But anyway, okay, so that is all for this video, and I'm gonna make another video because it's gonna take a little while to upload this video. So, okay, thank you, and oh yeah, the battery's getting low. Okay, yeah, I gotta find the charger for this laptop anyway. So, all right, laters.